Hello everyone and welcome back, it's Hayward again, and today I'll be unboxing two tarantulas from the Selenocosmiinae subfamily, so two Asian fossorial species. I've been looking for these two for quite a while now, and first of all we have the Selenocosmia arndsti, or the New Guinea Rust-Orange, arguably one of my favorite tarantula of all time, and definitely my favorite old world species. And ever since I was a kid, I was reading a book in the local library on tarantulas, and that was the first time I saw this particular species and I fell in love with them instantaneously. I've had wild-caught adult females over the years, but they were older and I could never find a male for them, and they all eventually passed away. I'm just so happy to find this newer, younger and captive bred specimen, and hopefully I could find a male for her this time. And moving on, we have the Coremiocnemis hoggi, or the purple femur tarantula from Malaysia. Now let's take a closer look at the hoggi, and there we go. It's also a younger female, and you can already see their most distinctive feature, their thickened leg four, their hind legs. It's very hairy, and let's see if we could get her to spread out and take a closer look at her. I don't think the camera is doing a good job picking the colors up, but her femur is definitely looking a bit bluish, purplish, and that's why their common name is the purple femur tarantula. And you won't believe how happy I am seeing these two sitting side by side. It's like a dream come true for myself, and yeah. Let's move them to their forever home first before we take a closer look at them. And I guess we'll do the Selenocosmia first. Let's put the lid back on. I mean, these two look pretty calm right now, but with the old world species, anything could happen. But yeah, and I've already prepared the enclosure for these two. And this is the enclosure I've made for the Selenocosmia. Some moss and hide. I already dug a tunnel for it. Hopefully I will use it, although with these Selenocosmia species, a lot of them would just wrap around the entire enclosure instead of like tunneling. So we'll see if she appreciates the tunnel I made for her. If not, there's still enough place in the enclosure for her to wrap up. Plenty of place actually. And yep, let's move the female in. Look at that rusty orange color on them. You can't really see it, it's off camera, but let me adjust the camera angle for you so that we can see the entire enclosure. And now we can move her into the enclosure and look at that orange. Such a nice contrast, the orange and the black on the femurs. Just love this particular species. Oop, and there we go, she's in. And she immediately went for the burrow, of course. Well, I'm glad the arndsti liked the burrow. We'll see if the hoggi appreciate the enclosure I prepared for her just as much. The hoggi are from the Fraser cell, a highland habitat in West Malaysia. So unlike most other common Asian species, they prefer slightly cooler and damper conditions. I added some moss in there to help retain that moisture. And the hoggi often make deep burrows on steep slopes or hillsides, so I artificially created one here. I also made a starter burrow for it with a small rounded opening, just like in the wild. When they feel threatened, they would actually turn their back to the entrance and block it with their thick hind legs. I tried my best to recreate the habitat as accurate as possible. I know she'll probably do fine even if I just add a piece of corkbark like I did for the arndsti. She'll just hide beneath it, but I really do want to see her blocking the entrance like other hoggi would in the wild. And to do so, I have to make sure the entrance is small enough. But yeah, let's get the female in first. Come on. And I guess we can take a better look at her once she is in. Look at her. She just looks so beautiful. And with this slightly better lighting, you can sort of see the purple on her femur. Although it's looking a bit dull now, so hopefully she's molting soon. And unlike the arndsti, she's not going for the entrance, the burrow I made for her. And she actually went for these small crevices over here. And that's what I meant. They love these like tiny gaps. They'll tuck themselves in and try to block the gap with their hind legs. And yeah, you're not going to stay in there. Because if I let her stay in that spot, she will build her tunnel here. probably digging beneath the water dish and web the entire thing up, and I don't want that to happen. The webbings will soak up all the water, and she will probably freak out every time I refill the water dish. And yeah, you're coming out, buddy. You're not gonna stay in there. Right? Come on. Just work with me here. Alright. Oop, there we go. She went in. Nice. But yeah, I'll let the hoggi and arndsti settle in first before I try and feed them. And yeah, I'm just so happy to finally add adult females of these two species into my collection again. Alright, it's been about a week, and without even opening the boxes, you can see they have webbed up the enclosure quite nicely. And we'll take a look at the arndsti first. You can sort of see it in the burrow with the tip of her legs peeping out. And let's open the box and take a closer look at her. See how she settles in. And look at that, she webbed up the entire thing like I expected. But at least she's still using that cork bag, she's still hiding underneath it. And let's see if there's any chance we can get her out. She actually dug a small hole in the back. Let's see if we could try and get her out. Not really. Well, one last trick. And there we go. It always works. And look at her. So pretty. I just love their colors, the contrast with the femurs, the texture. Just love everything about these. But yeah, let's move on to... Ooh, she ran back into the burrow. Alright, let's move on to the Coremiocnemis hoggi. And... ooh, she's actually using the tunnel. And wow, look at the enclosure. It's all webbed up. Just looks so nice. And she's using the tunnel as I wanted her to. And yeah, that just looks so cool. I also added some leaf litter in there to make it a bit more naturalistic. But yeah. And let's see if we could see the hoggi inside. You can sort of see the legs. It's actually the hind legs of her facing the entrance. Let's see if we could try and lure her out. Come on. Alright. Come on, come on. Ooh, she's turning around. Let's see if we could get her out. Come on, come on. Let us take a good look at you. Alright. She's walking out. The burrow just looks so naturalistic, it's amazing. I'm so happy with it. I'll definitely try and get some cool pictures of her later on if she's out. Ooh, she's mad. But look at those feet, it's just so cool. Alright, I'll leave you alone. So yeah, this is the Selenocosmia arndsti and the Coremiocnemis hoggi, two not so common Selenocosmiinae species, or at least in the UK. I think this might actually be the first video on my channel dedicated to old world species. I'm just obsessed with them at the moment, and I'll probably do more videos on them. I'm so glad how the enclosures turned out. They both settled in nicely and I'm very happy with this pickup. Still extremely excited after a week. But yeah, if you do like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.